What is going on, everybody, and welcome to an update video. It's the first update video of the year. I always do, the first one is usually a follow-up to the What is Happening video. I usually do it right at the end of January, but due to waiting for the Sony State of Play, because usually it happens right at the end of January like the Xbox Showcase did, but no, they decided to wait until halfway through February to do it. So now I am doing it now, and there are obviously I want to talk about both showcases, games that were announced, and a few other things, and then obviously some other gaming news as well, and just news about the channel for what to expect on this channel going forward this year. So let's kick it off with the Xbox Showcase. This one will be brief because there was 4 games shown. One of them I'll only be playing on this channel, and that is of course Fable. We already knew that was obviously in the works. It is coming out this year, they've said, towards the end of the year. The thing is, so first off, GTA 6 has been 100% confirmed that it will be coming out on the 19th of November. Now, I'm still taking that with a grain of salt, to be honest with you, because this is Rockstar we're talking about here. But if it is coming out, then I don't expect any other game to come out in November, or even December, to be honest with you. So it'll probably be around. Maybe October, I reckon. September, August, September, October, I reckon, for Fable. But it looks really cool. It looks really, really good. I've only ever played Fable 2. I've not gotten around to playing the first or the third game. I only played Fable 2 because it came with my Xbox 360, and even then, I didn't. It took me a while before I actually played through it properly, which I ended up playing through it on Xbox One in the end. So yeah, as I said, other than that, there wasn't really anything else to write home about the Xbox Showcase. So yeah, that's why I didn't want to do the update video. We're just talking about that. So, but the Sony one, now the Sony one was very interesting, because there was a lot of interesting stuff. So first off, with the Sony Showcase, with the State of Play, a remake trilogy for the God of War, original God of War trilogy. So 1, 2, and 3 are all being remade. Now, I don't know if it's going to be kind of like like the GTA trilogy, when GTA 3, Vice City, and San Andreas, and you could even say the same with the first 6 Tomb Raider games. 1, 2, and 3 got remastered, and then now these are remakes. So I'm hoping it'll be something more like the Final Fantasy VII trilogy that's going on, of course. That one, of course, has had 3. We've had Remake, Rebirth, both coming to remakes just come out on Xbox. Rebirth's coming out later on this year on Xbox. And then of course there's the third part, which is coming out either in 2027 or 2028. With the with the God of War trilogy, I am hoping that it does that it is going to be like actually full remaked, and it's not just going to be given a new coat of paint, although that would just be a remaster. Then they have definitely said it's remake, so I'll be skeptical if all 3 came out at the same time. So I'm assuming this is their next 3 projects, if you will. So it'll be 1, 2, and then 3, like that. So regardless, it's exciting. I really enjoyed, of course, God of War 2018 and Ragnarok. Those are the only 2 I've played. I've never played the original trilogy. Well, I say the original trilogy. There are actually 6 games altogether from the Greek era, because there's also Ascension, Ghost of Sparta, and Chains of Olympus as well. But I believe 2 of them were on the PSP, the PlayStation Vita. So accessibility wise was a bit less, but that was really cool. Another thing that was announced is the continuation of the evolution of Silent Hill. Because the revival, not the evolution, the revival of Silent Hill, because apparently this year Silent Hill Townfall is coming out this year, and also as well it's a first-person game, and also as well it's being made by a different company. So Konami are they are the promoters of the game. They publish it and all of that. But Bloober Team made, of course, Silent Hill 2 remake, and they're of course remaking the first game as well. So there's still that to come. That could even be a 2020. 7 game, you never know. I mean, we seem to get a Silent Hill game every year now. We of course had Silent Hill F last year, which was made by a different company, and then of course Town Wars being made by another company, but they're all with Konami. So that's really exciting. I said this one's first person as well, so yeah, and again it's another spin-off one like Silent Hill F was. I believe it takes place in Germany, so that's going to be interesting. But yeah, again that's another game that looks really really good, and again apparently it is coming this year, so that's exciting. What else was there at the Sony State of Play? I had it all in my head, but I've forgotten. I mean, there was the Legends for Ghost of Yotei. Probably won't bother with that. What was it? There was another big announcement there, and I've forgotten what it was. I mean, we saw gameplay for we saw a little bit more gameplay for Sorrows and also Control Resonant as well. Both of them look really really good. Really excited to play both of those two games. Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't think. There was another fucking game. I swear. I'll have to check at some point. I'll have to check some point, but it was a decent state of play from Sony because they, announced a lot of good games. So yeah. On to a few other things. So first off, Ubisoft is probably a good place to go next because they've kind of gone a bit mental recently in that they just decided that, well, I say decided, they've obviously laid off more people, and they've also cancelled a lot of projects. One of those games that was cancelled was, of course, was the Prince of Persia remake, the Sands of Time remake. That was they said it was going to shadow drop on the 16th of January. It never did. Well, that was the rumour. They didn't say. It never did, though. And now it's been cancelled, so it will never come out, which is such a shame, really, because I was genuinely looking forward to that one, because I have played the original, and yeah, it was fun. But unfortunately, won't get to do that now because it's no longer coming out. Yeah. That was it, sorry, it just come back to my mind. Sorry, I'll go back to Ubisoft. There's a John Wick game in the works. That was what I was trying to think of, yeah. There's a John Wick game in development as well, so that's really exciting because for a long time I have seen a lot of people, me included, would love to see a John Wick game here. There was also the Volume 2 Master Collection for Metal Gear Solid. So Metal Gear Solid 4, Guns of the Patriots, and another one of the Metal Gear games, Peace Walker, I think it is also going to be a part of this as well. So that's exciting. I doubt we'll see either the John Wick game in 2026. I don't know if I'm going to be playing Star Wars Galactic Racer, to be honest with you. If it's just racing, then I probably won't. But going back to Ubisoft, so that was just something I'd just remembered. I think that was it then. So yeah, Ubisoft. So yeah, they cancelled that one. They've pushed a bunch of other projects back. So I mean, the only other games I knew that they were working on, of course, was Assassin's Creed 4 Black Flag remastered or remake. I'm not sure if it was a remaster or a remake, and the other one. And then the other one, of course, is Assassin's Creed Hex, which is the next mainline story game. And then the other game would have been Far Cry 7, of course, because we know there's a lot of information that's been leaked about that game as well. So I assume those are some of the games that have now received a pushback because of what's going on. The thing is, I've been a fan of Ubisoft for years, but I've got to admit as well, what they're doing is ridiculous, and they're only doing it to themselves. So it's down to them, really, but it's a shame. I hope we do still get to see the Black Flag remaster or remake, whichever one it is, this year. I can tell you 2 remasters we will see this year, though, is both Fallout 3 and New Vegas receiving remasters, which is very interesting because New Vegas is the only Fallout game that wasn't made by Bethesda. It was made by Obsidian. Of course, they're the guys who made, in terms of their recent games, both Avowed and what was the other game they made that came out last year? Because they had 2 releases. The Outer Worlds 2, yeah. They of course made New Vegas. So both games getting a remaster, or yeah, they are remasters. Is really cool. Again, they're going to get shadow dropped at some point. I just finished watching season 2 of the Fallout show. I thought it was brilliant. Yeah, they did really really well. So that's probably one of the best, if not the best, adaptation I've seen from a game onto the big screen. Probably, yeah, I'd say so. Is there anything else talking about in terms of well, I can talk to you about FC then. So I'll talk to you about this one. So the Chesterfield career mode now has come to an end. That is, I've decided to finish it where it is. It's 60 videos in. I know we haven't gotten to we didn't get to the Champions League final, but I enjoyed it, but I also slightly disliked it as well, to the point where I even was considering just removing the entire series off my channel. I'm not doing that. It's going to stay there, but I'm going to finish with us winning the Europa League, and that's that. Because I'm going to be doing another career mode, and I'm going to be doing it better. I'm going to structure it better with my videos, but also I'm going to make it actually challenging, but also fun at the same time, with custom settings for both user and CPU. I'll explain that. I will have a intro video to tell you which team I'm doing, and all the rules, all the settings, and all of that. Because there were other things that annoyed me as well, like the weather conditions. The weather just slowed the game down completely, and it was really, really it was slightly frustrating whilst trying to do it. So again, I just didn't didn't like that. So I'm turning that off. That's one of the few unrealistic stuff that will be staying. Just because it just annoyed me too much. It just again made the game feel really really slow, and I didn't want to do that. So yeah, I have tested these settings, and I think it'll be because also as well I had to go down a difficulty as well back to legendary, and I wanted it to be a little bit challenging, and the only thing that was challenging about it in the career mode, it was that for some reason every single goalkeeper just seemed to be either prime Buffon or Manuel Neuer, or just pick any of the great goalkeepers. So I will be doing another career mode, and I will structure it to where instead of doing just a long episode on average it was 11, 12 episodes each season. This one is going to be it'll be probably 4, maybe 5 or 6 episodes, but each episode will be like an hour or 2 long, maybe even 3 hours if I'm feeling it. And they will not be every single day. It really depends. It could be every other day. It could be a week between episodes. It really depends when I want to, because I'm going to be sitting down for a couple of hours playing FC 26. So there's that. And also as well for FC26, I do plan on doing an Ultimate Team series, just one. It's going to be the same. It's going to be literally the same series as the Road to Lisbon, except it'll be the Road to Brasilia. It'll be about the Brazilian international team instead of the Portuguese. Of course, I did 4 last year on FC25. The Hurricanes recruitment, which was a tester one, and then the Ultimate Team, which was 18 episodes, 3 lines, which was 16, and then the Road to Lisbon, which was 14. Well, as I said, I'm doing that one again because that one was the most simplest one to do, and I will do that one, but this time with Brazil instead. I wanted to call it the Road to Rio, but Rio de Janeiro is not the capital of Brazil. Brasilia is. A lot of people don't know that. They think it's Rio. It's not. It's the same. A lot of people think that that Istanbul is the capital of Turkey. It's not. It's Ankara. And the same with Australia. A lot of people think like Sydney. Well, they see Sydney or Perth or Melbourne are the capital. One of them. No, it's none of them. It's oh no, I've actually just forgotten now as well. That's really annoying. But regardless, it's none of them. It's that's gonna bug the shit out of me if I don't. Give me a second as I'm gonna try and look it up real quick whilst speaking to you. So Australia, what's it? It's Canberra. That's it, Canberra. Again, a lot of people don't seem to know too much. Need to know that. I knew that. I just forgotten the bloody name of the city. But anywho, that I will be doing that as well at some point. I'm probably gonna wait though until around the summertime to do that series, because I want players to go down in value first off, because some of them are incredibly expensive, especially the but it'll follow the same thing where I start with a low rated team and build up through the different tiers and then get the best team I could possibly make with the Brazilians. So yeah, I believe that is it. I don't really think there's anything else I need to talk about in this one. Of course, you'll see the first 2 parts of both Reanimal and High on Life 2 today here. I'll be doing those 2 series, and then I'll probably start the next FC series along with Resident Evil 9, of course. So yeah, anyway, that's that. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Alright, bye.